Hey y'all, it's Carly. Today I'm going to be going over 10 mistakes beginner dropshippers make, and I'll be giving you some tips and tricks on how to get started off on the right foot. Now, I've seen other YouTubers do videos similar to this, but I'm going to do my best to avoid any of those common topics. And some of those topics are like, make sure you have a custom domain or make sure you can accept payment. So we're gonna steer clear of that today. So 10 different topics that had I known when I started dropshipping, I would have had much more success. So let's get right into it. Number 1. Change your shipping translation if you're offering free shipping, which you should. The default shipping value for checkout in Shopify is calculated at next step. And since you're likely going to be advertising free shipping in your ad and in your store's header, pretty much everywhere, you don't want to be giving your customers mixed messages. So go with something like, your order qualifies for free shipping, as your default value instead. And you can do this by going to your customized online store options and then clicking the theme actions dropdown, then editing the languages and looking for shipping default value. This will definitely help your conversion rate and prevent any creeping doubts into your customers' minds. Number 2, always have an SMS abandoned cart app. Think to yourself, how often do I open an email from a company? And then compare that with how often you open a text message from an unknown number. And for me, it's pretty much 100% open rate for unknown text numbers and like 0 for spam emails. Always remember that your customers are human. They sometimes have every intent to order from you. Then they spill some wine or their kids start screaming for them, or their dog might even start ripping up a pillow while they're in the middle of editing a YouTube video. You just want to give them a gentle reminder of how great your product is, and a text message is a guaranteed way to remind them. For this, there are a few different apps you can use, but I found the best to be Live Recover, as they use real people to chat with your customers and are not automated bots. Number 3, and this is a huge one. I sometimes think about it and beat myself up over it because I didn't know about it sooner. And that's using Admitad. Admitad is an affiliate link program that allows you to recover up to 9% of your purchases from AliExpress. That's right, 9%. All you have to do is sign up through their website, they'll give you an affiliate link, and then you just need to insert it into your Oberlo or Dropify settings, and then you'll be good to go. Now, when you or your VAs are fulfilling your products through AliExpress, you'll be getting a certain percentage back. And that percentage differs on what niche your product is in, but everything counts, especially when you're going to be spending thousands of dollars on AliExpress. For number 4, we're going to be discussing credit cards. I'm huge on milking everything I can on what I spend for ads and fulfillment. So I make sure I maximize my purchases, and there's 2 cards that I use to do this. First, for advertising, you're gonna want the Amex Business Gold card, and this will give you 4% back on all advertising you spend up to $150,000. And if you surpass that $150,000, you can open a new card or apply for a new card. They have no problem with you doing that. The second card, and this is where all your AliExpress orders should be going, is the Citi Double Cash card. It gives you 2% back on all of your purchases no matter what, and the best part is that 2% is unlimited. No other card can compete with it year-round, but some cards do have quarterly promotions that will beat that 2% cash back. But AliExpress and Alibaba are also really picky about you switching your cards on your account, so be careful with that. Number 5, and this is something that I rarely see people doing, but buy your product and film your ad yourself. You likely have a smartphone that will film in HD, so just film yourself or a friend demoing the product and then shoot that over to an editor on Fiverr. And then boom, you have your own ad for like $20 plus the product cost. Having your own ad will definitely set you apart from the pack, especially if everybody else is using just the supplier video. Hearing someone speak about your product or the quality of your product drives up your credibility in your customers' minds. So demo ads are great. And hopefully you'll never have to do this, but you'll also be able to copyright claim your ads on Facebook if anybody starts using your ads. And so that's definitely a plus. Number 6, and I've mentioned this before in a previous video, but don't focus on your logo. So many words are said about logos when you watch other dropshipping videos, and they really just aren't that important. I have a 5-minute rule with all my new stores, and you should definitely stick by this too. A lot of the times, a simple text logo with just like a cool font is more than enough. Just do the minimum to get by, and remember, no one's gonna be buying your product based off your logo. Number 7, never ever market your product the same way as a competitor. When you find a product that's selling, just think to yourself, what is this company not doing? and then try to carve out that subsection of their audience. For example, if your product is a wearable wrist brace and your competitor is advertising it as a product that you only wear during the day, then why not try and advertise yours as a sleeping brace where you only wear it at night? And then come up with some subtle reasons on why wearing a brace during the day is an old, dusty way of wearing a brace. And add that to your product description. Always approach the product from a different angle than your competitors. Number 8. Do not by any means run $5 ad sets. If you can only afford $5 ad sets, decrease your interest targeting or just scrap any idea of running A/B tests on your ad creatives. $10 ad sets are the absolute minimum you should be running because the time it takes a $5 ad set to start capturing enough data to start optimizing is over a week. And odds are there's zero chance you're going to be patient enough to leave your ad account completely untouched in that week it would need to optimize. So you'd basically just be restarting your learning phase over and over again. You're going to get some random sales off an ad set and see that you have an outrageously high ROAS, and then start thinking, time to scale this one to Mars. And your ad set might have been the worst one in the bunch, but it just happened to have a random purchase on it. Number 9, and getting into some legal topics here, but as soon as you make your first sale, you need to register your business in the state that you live in. It's illegal for you to be operating a business without being registered in a state. And I tell this to people all the time and they're so shocked to hear it. So just be sure you're on the up and up and register in your state. Number 10, and if you live in the US and are only operating in one state, that's the only state you should be collecting sales tax from. Ideally, you wouldn't be charging taxes at all because taxes are just terrible for conversion rates. But legally, you do need to be collecting anywhere your company has nexus. And nexus just means where you have a physical location or where your business operates. For most of you, that'll just be one state. So just make sure you have your taxes set up properly in your admin panel. All right, I hope these 10 topics help you on your journey to becoming a pro dropshipper. And make sure you like and subscribe so you won't miss any future videos, and I'll see y'all next Wednesday.